Dude, what's going on?
I was waiting for the winter storm. So far, we're doing fine.
I know. I'm seeing illusions. I feel like I'm seeing snowflakes already, but it's not there. It's just that overcast feel of snow.
I was driving around last night a little bit, and it was just like just a little bit wet, drizzling, but yeah, it wasn't quite a threat yet. So
yeah,
I'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We got toilet paper and food, so we're good.
I think a lot of people have that covered already. The toilet paper. See, my thing was like with this whole toilet paper situation. It's actually a good ratio. I think food and toilet paper, have a relationship, a ratio, and I think the ratio was way off when people went crazy with the toilet paper.
That's crazy. Hey, Maurizio. Good to see you this afternoon. Your afternoon, our morning.
Hey. What's up, Agir? Oh, man, this guy's been on a creative roll.
True story. True story.
The things. I mean, people will see them eventually, but it's so great working with you guys.
I don't know about you, but I think they're worth $6.8 million a pop. So
totally.
Turn in one of them NFTs. We'll do this thing.
The check is in the mail. Man. So, dudes, what are we going to do today? So I was thinking about it, and it's been an amazingly busy week. I'm really happy to get back into Farmcraft. I've been doing so much other stuff as well, but so exciting. Can't wait for everybody to see all the things we're up to.
Yeah. Lots of little projects. It's almost overwhelming. Almost.
Yeah, almost. That's good. We got to throw one more on there if it's almost overwhelming.
You would.
So what you're saying is you have room for more? Okay.
What's this sleep thing you keep talking about? That's a weird word.
Yeah, I'm like, who's the old guy here now? Come on.
Oh my gosh. So what's your plan, my friend?
Okay.
That's
a good question. I'm gonna fire the old elbow cough. The old guy references. I'm gonna do a LinkedIn post today about being the old guy. So this will be like the live stream spoiler of it. So it's actually at it was a Minecraft event, and it was like all of the the young startup marketplace partners and stuff like that. A lot of really talented people, very young, like gamers turned entrepreneurs, and I didn't really notice this, but I was the old guy. You just never, you think you look how you feel. And so I just felt like I was right in there. But somebody asked me, how does it feel like being the old guy? And it was from a really good person, well-intentioned, and the admirable part of this person is that they they're a straight shooter, so I thought it was a pretty good, genuine question. And I was like, I'm like, it feels amazing. Like all of these dudes are starting like the journey that I got to live, 20 something years ago. And now I'm doing it again with them. Like, what are the chances? So,
everything old is new again, something like that.
It's just like, how lucky am I? I get to do it again, like overtime, extra life, baby. So anyway, that's how I feel about it. I feel like I am so lucky to get to be doing this stuff and to be working with such amazing people doing amazing stuff. You know, appreciate Gatlin. I appreciate Agir. I appreciate Sarah and Adam and everybody that's joining us to create awesome stuff. So feeling very fortunate. Sam creating our sounds. Oh, the list goes on. So I'm a terrible multitasker trying to pull up my info here. I'm logging into the game. So do you remember where we got stuck last time?
It was the bugs, wasn't it?
There were bugs.
Trying to get them to kind of they were there and then they weren't there, but they weren't disappearing when we wanted to, because they were probably being told to do something and they were probably doing it, would be my guess.
Doing what they were told, right? So, yeah, right. So the problem was like when you spray for bugs, the bugs eat, and that's what kills them is the eating. So we were having trouble with. I'm having trouble with signing in. So we were having trouble with the fact that our bugs were not dying after they ate. We were coming up with all kinds of tests or efforts to try to get that working. So I thought, the thing that I think was the problem was that our timer was competing. So we had like one timer that was determining like when you would die after eating something, and another timer was just kind of making it only live for a certain amount of time so they don't live forever. And so I think in the world of the entity, I have I've seen timers kind of competing with each other. So and that's interesting. My login's not working. That works. I mean, the internet's working. I hear you.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah. All right, maybe I'll restart the application, but the authentication for Minecraft Education Edition is not working. And I know I'm not sharing my screen. I'm not gonna share this part. You don't get to see that. It sounded like you were going to say something cool. Night to Museum. Let's see. I almost got our our new live streaming setup hooked up, but bailed out, punted back to StreamYard with the sure thing. So dang, well, I'm gonna restart the application, see if that helps. So if you're just joining us, we're working on getting our Farmcraft loaded. Select that folder. Ooh. Let me try this one. I mean, if this doesn't work, we just call it a day,
Call in internet broken.
Just like, yeah. Yesterday that happened. Oh my God. Like, so I live kind of out, it's not far away, but it's, the properties are all spaced out far enough that it wasn't really cost effective to run cable to every house. So, and we're like, way too far away from the CO for DSL to work. We couldn't even get a 1 megabit connection. Okay, I'm in. Cool. So we have wireless, right? So we have an antenna that kind of beams to somebody else's house, and they pick it up from another antenna. And so these people feel the need to remodel like on a weekly basis that requires them to shut off their electricity, which is also, for whatever reason, shutting off all of the hardware that is providing internet to our neighborhood. And so, so they 4 hours yesterday just shut the internet off for me. I'm like, Elon Musk, give me that Starlink. I already signed up. I paid the deposit. I am like, bring it.
Are we paying those in Bitcoin yet? Are we at that point? I know he's put some money in on it. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I what do you know about Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't know much about it.
I think I should have gotten in on it way back when, but that's like everything, right? Should have.
Yeah,
I had Starbucks stock for a while because I worked for him. But
yeah,
ended up selling it and used that money quite well. Actually, I was able to put straight out of college, sold all the stock, and I was able to get first and last month's rent in San Francisco. That was it.
At least establish yourself to
I was out of the dorms at that point.
Yeah,
that was the work.
Nice. Yeah, to be able to have the time again, that's my kids are all talking about investing and stuff like that, which is so exciting because it was not even a consideration for me. Like it was not a thing we did or learned or could afford to do when I was younger. And so like the fact that my kids are getting into it and wanting to do it, I'm just like, got so much time. Pick the winner. Like my advice is like, don't follow tips from people. Like, because what drives me crazy is you get tips like, oh yeah, the oil businesses, they're really, like when this COVID thing, people start to travel again, the oil businesses. And I'm like, okay, but like, what's the oil business going to be like in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the thing that's going to replace the oil business? What's the future going to be? What's the thing that is so small and is going to have astronomical growth in the next 20, 30 years? Almost guaranteed. Maybe you don't know what company, but the concept is going to win. Like the internet, like everybody knew the internet was going to win. You just didn't know who all the winners were going to be. Mm-hmm. But you put your money down on the ones that are making the most sense at the time, and you end up with some Amazon stock, some Google stock, some Cisco stock, maybe some Yahoo stock, and some whatever stock,
some AOL. Whoops.
Yeah, right. So you'll end up with some of it, but I mean, I do some of these searches when I'm talking to my kids because they're like, I want to be safe, I want to be conservative, I want to be safe. You can't just bet, you can't beat the stock market or whatever. And it's like, okay, you can't beat it, but you can win. Like you can win. I'm like, hey Alexa, what was Amazon stock worth in 10 years ago? And Alexa will tell you, which is pretty cool. Alexa will tell you like what the price was and how much it's grown percentage wise since from then to today. And so it was great because we're sitting there in the kitchen talking, and then we're like, Alexa, I'm trying to prove my point. Like you can win. Like I could have invested like I wanted to when my advisor talked me out of it. And I'm like, if I had done what I wanted to do at the time, Alexa, how much was Amazon worth back in then? He's like, it was worth $34, representing a 4,723% increase or something like that. It's like, alas. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's there. You got to be ready to lose it. All right. Wow. What a tangent. What a tangent. This is a whole different show that we've started here. We have to change. Let me change all the artwork and stuff. All right. I think I'm ready to share the screen.
Cool.
Fun tangent though.
Hey, that looks like Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna hide that. Okay. So let's go refresh ourselves. Refresh. Sample project. Oh, ignore that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah, remember we did the butterflies?
Oh yeah, we have a few butterflies.
Every time you hit them, you get coins. Because that happens. That's real. All right. Now, right here, let's see. Do some planting. Let's summon a caterpillar. Well, hello. Huh, yeah, remember?
Yeah, because they just disappear real quick.
Yeah, because I was proving that the timer actually, that the disappearing timer actually works. And sure did prove that. All right, so I noticed that this file wasn't saved. That'd be hilarious. Okay, right? Ageable grow up, duration of 3 seconds. When it grows up, it despawns. Yeah. Eat timer. So we were going to, it just as a refresher, we were going to set a timer for it to start eating 10 seconds after it appears, so it doesn't start eating right away. And we were going to make it disappear after it ate if it was basically eating something that's been sprayed with insecticide. And what I did was I jammed the component into to happen automatically, probably into the entity spawned has eat timer. Oh, I bet you that has. Eat, stop it. Eat timer. Eat timer, 10 seconds, and then event eat. Okay. Add eat, remove eat timer. While it's eating, what's eat? Eat is that it breaks wheat blocks, anything it touches, and checks to see if it has a tag called stop. If it does, then it adds stopping, which is the stop it component, which adds ageable. Okay. So this is kind of our competition here was this 10-second timer and this 3-second timer. We were kind of having those fighting. We had both of them set as timers, but we decided, well, Ageable is a timer, so maybe it keeps keeps track of things differently. So let's see how that goes. It's looking okay. Did I put it into the explicit actual despawn triggers on damage? No. Okay. Well, I saved it. Let's go back in and have a look-see. All right. Give me an 1, 2, 3. Okay, good.
Hanging out. It's hanging out.
Yeah. So I had made the change. So now he's in destructo mode. But he's not tagged. He's ready to be tagged. So if I tag at E type equal catter, and I added stop.
Well, he stopped. Oh no, he's moving.
Yeah. So he should despawn. That was kind of like our assessment of the situation. Okay. So let me stop that, and let's get rid of So we have an eat timer. And so what I'm going to do is just change it to eat. When it spawned, just do eat. Save. So that means it's immediately going to start destroying things. It's not going to use that timer and the ageable grow up timer. We'll see if that works. Remember, we're going to retexture this to like a spray. So
bug spray.
So if I summon Caterpillar, it immediately starts destroying things. It's not tagged. So if I tag it, tag. List. So cool. Love that. Okay. Well, good news and bad news there, right? Because it probably means we're doing something dumb. I hate when that happens. All right. So, but the despawn was working, right? I mean, the 3-second timer was working. It despawned. However, okay, the tag event stopping, stopping, add, stop it. Maybe I should remove the timer. Eat is removing the timer. So entity spawn, it adds the timer component group. I'm going to shrink this back up again. So it adds the timer, eat timer component group. Eat is the eat component group. That's the stop it component group. This is the eat timer component group, which loads in a timer that will launch the eat event, the eat event. The eat event removes the timer and adds the eating component group or eat component group. Eat breaks blocks, checks the tag of the entity for the word stop, and goes into so eat is the component group. And it's the eat, stop it, and then stopping adds stop it. So stopping is what happens when the timer is up. and that runs despawn after 3 seconds. So we have to that could be this overlap here. I wonder if we remove eat. Let's see. Or it kind of seems a little jankety, because I'm worried that they're doing these kind of two things in a row. It's going to go straight from eat timer to eat to stopping if it's got the tag. So let's just see what happens here. Save and exit. I think at this point there should only be one timer at a time. So let's just summon another one of these buggers and see what happens after 10 seconds. Okay. So now I'm going to summon it and I'm going to tag it right away. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
A stunned silence.
I'm like, can we have a moment of silence for what just happened there?
For that deceased caterpillar.
Okay, so we have to see that again. So my original concern about doing it was because we're kind of like, oh yeah, but it's, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, boom. Shoot, that's great. So now I could we don't need to wait 3 seconds now, because if you're going to die when you eat it, we're kind of preloading it so that as soon as it eats, we can die. So now I think my original concern was if it was turn on the eating and then turn on the dying, one after another, those two events, I was worried that they were going to go so fast that the eating wouldn't even happen. So we turn on eating, leave it for 1 second, and then die. So it's almost like I ate it and I died. So we're just going to have to change this from 3 seconds to 1. So check me out. Oh, bam.
Getting in on it.
You know what? I have to tell you, the reason that I wasn't able to zoom fast is because I've been playing StarCraft, and Control 1 and Control 2 is how you program your different groups to do short keys on groups. And so I'm Control 1 and it zooms in. I'm like, so I kill the program that I couldn't I couldn't remember the name of the program. I'm like, what's the zoomer thing that I installed? And I never really looked for it. And so that's kind of why when I rebooted my computer, then it came back. So
and you don't have a cool zoom thing like ZBrush does. Yeah.
Dude, that was so cool. I thought you were going in and getting you're sneaking in and getting better tools than me.
Oh yeah, I wish I really, really like that, especially for tutorials, because I can zoom in on little tiny numbers on screen. It's so nice.
Yeah, well,
teacher's best friend.
So cool.
They've actually got a couple of tools in that program that are amazing for teachers. Wait for it. Get your munching on, buddy.
Wow, he killed 4 in one shot.
Well, no wonder he died so quick. Overdose of Roundup.
Seriously.
I love it when you get a game mechanic to work and you're like, okay, it worked once. Can I get it to work again?
Yeah, and it's like, now is this the way I like it? Damn, I mean 4? You gotta be like that?
Yeah, they're hardcore, bro.
So, I mean, like one possible solution, this is gonna be stupid, but let's do it.
Commit.
So I'm gonna change the width of the collision box, which is gonna screw up like how I interact with the thing. But if we use the projectile, that's actually pretty cool. That could save. Okay, so I got to go to components. Ooh. I wonder if I cut this out of here. So this is our genetic manipulation of the behavior. So I'm like, I think what I might want to do is I might want to have like a caterpillar that is attackable, have a bigger collision box, but a caterpillar that is headed for certain death, just give it a teeny tiny collision box, and hopefully it won't kill so much. So I have to, since I'm going to change this attribute kind of in the lifespan of this creature, I have to cut it out of the components, which are, think of those as the static, like genetic things that you're born with that don't change. But now we're going to change it. And so we have to put them into component groups. And so you can see, like when it's spawned, we have the eat timer. So this timer, remember, if we click on a bracket, we can see where it connects to the other bracket. That's the opening. So that's good. So I can do a comma there and then paste this. And then I will have to get rid of this comma because that's not in a list there. Okay, so this collision box is like the attackable collision box for the caterpillar. However, if the caterpillar... Oh, that kind of sucks. Control C. If it's eating, you see, I kind of have it eating as, and it's not quite certain death. But anyway, we're gonna do it just to be 2.1.01. Now the problem is like this collision box is going to be like so small, it's going to be hard to attack the actual thing, right? You're going to be destroying all your crops trying to punch it. So that's maybe a reason why this is a bad idea. I told you in the beginning this is a dumb idea. I was hoping that I could surprise and delight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, get in there. And let's see. Can you destroy only one thing? Yeah.
I see one done. One and done.
One and done. Okay, well, so here's, if you don't know what the problem is, this is the problem right here. Let's see, maybe it's not a problem.
There's 2.
He hit 2. That's annoying. However, see how hard it is to hit him? Because we made the collision box small. So what I don't have is... You see we have a little bit of a timing issue because I have him eat the blocks, and he's going to die only if he's tagged. So he's going to live on longer if he's not tagged. I don't think we can do that. That's going to be frustrating for the user. I mean, it's going to be frustrating to lose 4 crops in one shot, but it's going to be frustrating to not be able to interact when you're angry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Already angry. Okay. I put it back the way it is. Remember last time we made the height bigger so you can actually attack above the crops? A little secret for people that are paying attention. Sure. Save that.
It's a feature, not a bug. Wait, it's a caterpillar.
Whoa.
I got meta.
Inception. Yeah. That's how we do it. All right. So I wonder. All right, I'm just digging up my notes. Maybe. I had a thought. I mean, we got it working, so that's good. But the other thought I had, and I forget if we did this in any of these videos, but I thought like we can actually do a timeline in a animation controller inside the behavior pack, which allows you to like issue actual Minecraft commands. So we could, I figured I could have done the command issuing right in that timeline. But I don't think we have to. So butterflies, if you do nothing, they fly away and despawn after 20 seconds. If you punch them, hitting a butterfly will kill it, earn a small number of coins. So also reduce the number. So you risk destroying your crops if you start punching willy-nilly, punching butterflies. And then we were talking about having a net, which you could purchase from the farmer at the barn. Attacking will yield the same result punch using right click. Okay, so that's the reach aspect of that is something. Oh yeah, the interact. I like that. The interact is your right click, so you don't risk destroying your crops. It's like if you get this tool, you could just right click like crazy. And if you right click on the caterpillar, then you'll get the coins and you'll have no risk of destroying your crops as opposed to left clicking, attacking. So, I mean, that's going to suck on a tablet device, but this education edition, I mean, there is iPad. And interacting is an option. It's a little more not spammable. Okay, caterpillars. So the nothing 100% spawn or destroy the crops after 10 seconds, must be punched to kill. Genetically engineered. 50% of caterpillars respawn during each phase. Start to destroy crops after they die after eating one crop. May use bug spray to kill the caterpillar before it eats. That's the snowball. Oh, we're so good. By hand spraying it, you buy the spray from the farmer. Use right click to spray on the caterpillar. Will remove it without destroying the crops. Each use will reduce the soil quality. So that's a cool thing too. Like say, we'll give you, probably should give them like a limited supply. So we're going to retexture the snowball to be like bug spray. And so like we can give you 64 snowball bug sprays. And every time you throw it at the crops, we're going to drop your soil quality down because you're spraying more chemicals onto the soil. The sprinkler, buy the full crop spray, will affect only for the current phase. Each use will reduce the total problem count by 50% for the phase. Caterpillars will spawn and start eating after 10 seconds, die after eating the crop. So basically, when the sprinkler purchase is made, we're going to spawn the caterpillars with the tag, that they should stop. So when they eat, they'll go away. So basically, when they're poisoned, they'll be tagged when they're summoned in. I'm going to take care of that kind of offline. I'm not going to do that on the stream. Weeds. 100% of weeds are dropped in crop area. Most farmland, no penalty for grass. Yeah, okay. GE up to 50%, leaving 6 per phase or drop. Okay. Spray all crops, kill all weeds. For the current phase, kills crop. Yeah. So what do you? All right. Here's the deal. Like if you have like an herbicide, you have a spray that kills like foliage, and like Roundup. It's just anything that's grass, plant, bush, whatever. It'll kill it. So you could genetically engineer a seed to be tolerant to that herbicide, so that when you spray it, all the other things will die, but the plant will just ignore it and will grow fine. So it's a really nice way for large scale control of weeds. Now, your opinion may be like, I don't like chemicals. I don't want to use it. It's not a great idea. It damages the soil. It could be risky to people. Whatever your opinion is, like, that's fine. That's the great thing about this map, is that you get to live with those decisions and those opinions, defend them, talk to other people, ask them questions, have them ask you questions, solidify your thinking and your opinion, and maybe you're the one that changes the world in a positive way. So that's what we're trying to do in this map. And so in this, it's like, well, if we're going to make it real, then if you sprayed herbicide on crops that were not genetically engineered to be tolerant, then you would kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the thinking is, let if the user buys the herbicide and they didn't buy the GE crops, then just eliminate their entire crop. Like, yeah, like, oops. Yeah, try that again. So I am a little bit unsure about that. I think maybe that's mechanically too accurate. That's like, in Fortnite, it doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be able to build a ramp and then build an entire city on top of that one ramp. That doesn't make sense. No, but it works well. And, when you understand it, it's fine. What's your thoughts, Gatlin? What do you think about something like that? What would you do?
I mean, I would hate to get rid of everything, but how would you? Yeah, how do you set a percentage? See, I know so many more Unreal things. I'm like, I would kind of do it this way, but I don't know if it would work that way. My thought would be to have, a volume of some sort, and within that volume, it would say, "Hey, here's these actors.
Mm-hmm.
Get all these actors, and then of those actors, randomly delete, 20% or 50% or 90% or."
Yeah, I could do something like that. It's like I love the mechanic that I came up with for. Of course, I mean,
you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you thinking the weeds?
Yeah, like, so I'm like, in order to place weeds and caterpillars, like, in game, I want them to randomly show up. So I have a hidden entity that uses the spread players command, and so it randomly gets placed somewhere, and then that hidden entity is where I target the summoning of the problem, which is either placing the weed in the soil or summoning the caterpillar. So I could do that X number of times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like maybe what we do is we ding their score so much that they're they still will get to the end, but they won't have the greatest score, and the farmer will be like, I reckon that's not a good idea to be spraying that stuff on these crops without proper seeds. I'm curious. I'd love to learn more about how people control weeds in big farms. Like how do they deal with it, and what are the impacts? Like, what are the pros and cons of all those things? So the Farmcraft team, like, they have these live streams every couple of weeks, and when we get into the regular season, they're going to be bringing on science experts in all these different fields, insects, soil, genetic engineering, all that stuff. So people that have questions, concerns, or like curiosity that had no clue this stuff existed will be able to kind of learn the real deal from professionals. And then we have our game, which is, what are we doing? We're aiming to create an experience and a thought process, like this empathetic, like, what would I do if this was my job and I was limited in time and budget? And so, do I say, screw it, spray for the weeds, I can't be doing this by myself? Am I presented with that thinking, or am I like, well, this is hard work, I have to do it all manually, I can't imagine what this would be like if I had to do it on 500 acres, something like that. So it starts to put the context in a real scenario. Super cool. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know what I want to do about that. So what we're going to do, since which should be perfect timing, is we're going to, what should we turn into our butterfly net? It's got to be, I'm thinking like one of the swords, like the wooden sword, maybe the gold sword.
Yeah, kind of like that gold sword, actually.
Yeah. So we'll end up retexturing it so it'll be a net. So the gold sword will essentially go away, but let's use the golden sword as our butterfly net. So we need to, okay, this is going to be super annoying.
We're trapping butterflies here.
You're a genius. You're a genius. Yes, we are. All right. Which direction is this? It's the minus. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, so dumb. Summon the butt, and we're gonna summon that -2. Doot. Okay. I'm gonna get out of there, but hopefully it will be contained for a little while. Let's do that. All right, so I'm right-clicking right now. I'm right-clicking. You can hear it. Nothing's happening. But if I attack him, he dies. But if I attack... Oh, yeah, that's right. Swords. That's the great thing about swords. When you're working with command blocks, you always have a sword in your hand, because if you fall asleep on the button, it doesn't destroy your stuff.
Sounds suspiciously like experience there.
Yeah. So I mean, actually, we don't even need to interact. Stupid. That was dumb. I keep calling myself. So I mean, you just attack it with the sword. That's all. So let's see if we can affect the reach. That could be interesting. The good old bedrock.dev. And entities, we should go to 114. Just to be safe. And melee. No. Bear with me a moment. Items. Golden. Okay, so our behavior items are all foods. Looking in the vanilla behavior pack, we have what has a longer? All right, let's check here. Potentials, animations, model particles, blocks, sound, biome client. Yeah. Let's see if we can check the behavior pack for the player. I'm trying to see what we have as far as what affects the reach of your melee attack. So type family. I'm not sure I want to do it. I would normally, if I had a keyword, I'd be searching it, but I'm not sure what the keyword is. It would be escaping me at the moment. And so I am scanning. This is why I think word searches are valuable. When you're scanning for stuff like this, you know. Okay, let's go up to component groups. Okay, so let's do I'm gonna open up this behavior pack in code, the whole folder, and I'm gonna I'm gonna just click the whole kit caboodle, finding files in the entire shenanigan. We're going to search. Shoot, what are we doing here? Wait. I'm going to search for reach. Reach multiplier. That's the thing. There's a reach multiplier. Something has a reach multiplier. I know it. I know it. Reach multiplier. Melee attack. Reach multiplier. I don't think I want to bother with that. So here's what I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking we would have like the player would have, like, because this is the spider. The spider has a reach multiplier in different. So the cave spider, you could see this melee attack, the behavior melee attack. When he's angry. When he's angry, he has a reach multiplier. Almost not quite twice the distance. Cats have a reach multiplier. In the ocelot, attack behavior is very specific. Creeper has a reach multiplier with the melee attack. This prevents the creepers from occasionally performing melee attacks while using this goal to chase. Interesting. So it make the reach multiplier 0. Oh, that's cool. Since the creeper explodes, they give it a melee attack with so that it will never reach. Like it can never hit the player, but so it's always trying to get close enough to the player, and when it gets close enough to the player, it starts to swell and explode. So it's gone.
It feels a little hacky.
Minecraft. I mean, come on. He took a game and turned it into a development platform. So
if it works, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Ship it.
It's gonna be, it's a work in progress like anything else. But we have these jokes. It's like only in Minecraft, only in Bedrock or whatever. But we're lucky to have all the controls that we have. I can imagine the developers who were making a game that all of a sudden had to turn it into a game development platform. Ooh. Data driving everything that was coded so that we can all mess with it like we're doing. Damage reach, look at that. Oh, jolly. The damage reach swoop attack. Yeah, that's all right. We're just going to retexture the golden sword and call it okay. So let's do that. I won't retexture. You've seen my artwork. Ageable, where are you? I need a retextured sword to be a butterfly net. So we're going to get what am I going to do? Change its name. Let's do that. Where are we? I just need this to go away. And I'll move this out my way. So we're back in here. Let's go to resource pack. And we have text. And we'll have item name. Let me see if that is text English US. Yay. Bring this over. So if I search golden 26. Boom, boom. Golden apple, golden boots, golden carrot, golden chest plate, golden helmet, golden axe, golden hoe, golden leggings, golden pickaxe, golden shovel,
hey,
golden sword. So we're going to copy that and go to our language file. Do I have item anywhere in here? No. It's up towards the top. I have my entities all named, and so I'll just do items, and boom. And so we're going to call that butter. We'll call it a bug catcher. Okay. Save. While we're at it, I am going to grab the texture and maybe we'll just do a hack. A little hack. So textures, items. Textures, items. Textures, items. Items with an S. Gold sword. PNG. Okay, so textures, and then here, new folder, items, and then, back right, yep, paste. Well, that's a Nurin. That, we're gonna copy you. There we go. What? Yeah. Are you sure you want to? Yeah. Move it. Good. Okay. There it is. Oof. Weird. That was weird. Just do that. Just I forget what I was working on. I didn't want any pre-released history to show up on there. So open.
I do appreciate that Photoshop helps you with that, but yeah, I'm also like, oh, wait.
I have to remember, it's so great. Like so many things have a streamer mode, like Blockbench does and Discord does, and it'd be nice if Photoshop did kind of get rid of all of your history. But you know,
I think there's a legacy setting in there somewhere you can set up, so it doesn't try to open all the other images that you have.
Okay, but we're in. Boom, boop, doo. Okay, so we'll just.
Let's see this, Brian. Let's see. How you
Stop it, man! Stop it. He's laughing already. He's laughing already. I kind of actually like this palette.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm going to do a new layer. All right, and then let's pick up this brown here. No, do it the difficult way. All right, so I kind of like where we're going with this here. Oh yeah, you're dumb head.
Oh,
That's
job opening.
That's 127 pixels. And the hardness won't matter. Okay, pick that up, and we're going to go. All right. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to do maybe this. What do you think? All right, so I'm going to next pick up. It's interesting how that's darker. I want lighter color. Okay, that's lighter. Change this layer. I guess it is a little bit lighter. Okay, there we go. And so I want this is going to be amazing. This is going to be so freaking amazing. Actually, I'm going to stick with that, and then I'm going to pick you. Oh, I could pick you up, and then erase you. And then I think I want to, undo that. Pick this up. So my eraser. Pick you up and Why? Pick you up. Put you there. Why, I say? Why? My alt pickup tool is kind of wonkety.
It's fighting.
What's going on, Gatlin? Come on now, save me.
That's a weird one. I was looking at it. I was like, well, if it's got to be looking at your settings, I'm like, it could be those. Could be one of these. Could be one of those.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Teaching a Photoshop class right now too, and I'm like, why is it doing that? It's weird.
So now we're gonna kind of gray this up a little bit. Create the oh yeah. Let's see. Normal. I'm doing the alt. Hold down alt to pick it up.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if it was a brush setting or if it was the eyedropper setting.
A layer. What's this kind? No, that's the sorting.
Really, you've got all the things set to 100 from what I could see.
Yeah. Ding dang it. Actually, I mean that's a nice gray. I mean that let's give it some credit for what it is. Normal opacity is 100. What's this? Maybe there's some feathering or something like that? No, auto erase. Pressure sensitivity. Okay. Butterfly net.
I need a little net up there in the top part.
Yeah. Stupid.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So while we're at it, might as well pick that guy up. Super weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go, everybody. There's my pretty darn amazing artwork. It gets the big bucks.
It doesn't have that ambiguity whether or not it's a hammer or a mailbox, though. We're moving up in the world.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like in the actual game once it's kind of extruded into a 3-dimensional. That's going to be the scary part. So I actually going to delete this layer. Threw it in the wrong trash can. Save. All right. Freaking genius. That actually looks cool. Look at that.
So how that's crazy. It actually knew how to make that
dimensional
2D thing into the 3D. What? I didn't know Minecraft did that. Oh, it's getting away.
Get over here.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Got it. Poof. I guess I should make it go way faster. Despawn it. It's actually kind of fun to have. Here we go. So got him. And so now I can just go to town if I have the net.
That's cool. Some serious frame rate loss there happening. Oh my goodness.
I got my box fight quick. I made it to Plat last night in Rocket League in hoops. Been playing hoops lately, and they're all gone.
They saw you floating off the ground. They're all, no, that we don't see a chance. We're out.
Yeah, they're like, if you're gonna play like that, I mean, not only did you make your own little magic net, but now, oh yeah, like that's the other thing we didn't. So watch when I scroll over. Look, it says bug catcher. Bug catcher. If I go to E, and I go to my tools, and my awards, you'll see bug catcher.
And
you could whoop people with the bug catcher. The bug catcher looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's impressive.
I mean,
you might be able to confuse it for like a one of those bubble blower things, but it's got bug catcher on it. That works.
Yeah, I think maybe making it a little more round could work, but it's also going to start to look. It's going to be hard to make it look round at that angle. But probably maybe punch it out. All right, cool. I feel like this was productive, right? We fixed the bugs that will die if they eat poison, and we have now a new item you could buy to better collect butterflies without damaging your crops. So good.
Not bad for an hour's worth of work.
Yeah, this is fun, and everyone's kind of chilling out. I didn't post it on Twitter or on the YouTube's community page. Figure we're just under the radar. Everyone will catch the recording. We'll have to show them what we did and say, ICYMI, which is a long acronym for. Missed it. Okay. All right, dude. I think we're gooch. We are good. I'm going to probably use our new platform for doing some streaming probably at some point this weekend, which is just Streamlabs with a template and stuff like that. But maybe I'll hit you up, Senor Gallin, for trying to figure out your screen share and stuff like that again.
Yeah. We'll definitely get that working
on that one again. And then maybe Wednesday we'll surprise people with our cool new visual effects, and everyone will be subscribing. It'll be so famous. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Smash it. Check the comments below. All right, dude.
Sweet.
Anything before we go?
No, I'm gonna keep it secret.
Okay. That's what I like to hear. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next one. Remember, if you're watching the video on demand and you have stayed here through that awkward silence towards the end there, throw comments down below in whatever platform you're watching. Ideal platform, I think, for the video on demands would be YouTube. Post comments. Let us know what's going on. We'll check those out and get back to you. And we'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Thanks, Catlin.
Thank you all.
See you.